Driven, excited, and engaging. Hi, my name is Gina Sparborough, and these are just some of the characteristics I possess as a multimedia journalist. Throughout the last 3 years as a journalism major at the University of Iowa, I have learned to produce a newscast, write for radio, and shoot, report, and edit my own news packages. I understand the value of storytelling for news in today's society, and I'm not afraid to go out and cover any type of story. On this resume reel, you will see some of the stories I have told. Thank you for taking the time to watch my resume reel, and I hope you enjoy. When attending college, having to go to class to get that degree is expected. However, more and more students seem to be skipping class. A study done by CBS News states that the average college student skips about 26 classes a year. While many students may think that being absent isn't affecting them, it's actually taking a toll on their wallet. Here, at the University of Iowa, the average full-time student takes about 14 semester hours. This means for an out-of-state student to miss a single class period would cost them about $60. For an in-state student to miss a single class period would cost them about $18. So, what are students doing instead of going to class?
I've skipped class to work out, to sleep, to go to lunch with my friends, study for an exam. Sometimes I've skipped class because it's really cold out and I just don't feel like walking.
Obviously, there are a variety of reasons for missing class, some more reasonable than others.
I'm supposed to be in class right now, but I decided to stay and online shop.
Since it is less noticeable, it seems to be more common for students to skip lectures instead of their smaller classes. So what are the teachers of these large classes doing to encourage attendance?
We do a clicker quiz. So this is a little clicker, and we have a remote. And you point it at the big screen with the questions on it. It's like a smart board. And then it records your answers, and based on your clicker number in the back, he knows who was there.
Class attendance comes down to personal responsibility. Many students don't seem to realize that this behavior is only tolerated in college. While at a university, an absence may just result in the loss of a few clicker quiz points. In the professional world, it could be your job. Gina Sparborough, Daily Iowan TV.
I feel beautiful when I'm tan.
A study done by the Food and Drug Administration found that the amount of people using indoor tanning beds is at an all-time high. More than a third of Americans, including over half of college students, have used an indoor tanning bed at least once in the past year. With this trend on the rise, some are wondering, why get a tan?
Just going out on the weekends, maybe traveling for job interviews, things of that nature. It's really popular to come in and just get a little bit of color beforehand.
A typical indoor tanning session usually lasts about 20 minutes. The individual first strips down and applies a tanning lotion, which is meant to intensify the tanning process. They then put on their protective eyewear goggles used to shield the eyes from UV rays. Finally, they lay down in the bed under fluorescent lamps, which are designed to mimic the sun to create the tan.
Sun lamps found in tanning beds like these offer two types of UV radiation, UVB rays and UVA rays. UVB rays are responsible for the top layer of skin that can give you either a sunburn or a tan, while UVA rays are responsible for deeper levels of skin, which can offer you a sun rash.
With the high numbers of people tanning, it's no surprise that the U.S. rates of melanoma have also risen. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, individuals who use tanning beds before the age of 35 increase their risk of melanoma by 75%. Despite this high statistic, many college students don't seem concerned.
Being tan in the winter is really nice. It kind of gets rid of your winter blues, and then it gets you ready for spring break and summer, and just makes you feel good about yourself.
With summer right around the corner, maybe some students will opt to get their tan from poolside rather than from inside. This is Gina Sparborough, Daily Iowan TV. United States cheese consumption is fueled by production here in Iowa, helping Iowa rank as the 7th largest contributor of cheese. Iowa has only 5 cheese factories in the state, including Twin Dairy Factory, located just outside the University of Iowa. The factory store, the Cheese House, is located on factory property in Kelowna and has won national awards for its cheese, including 2nd place in the world for its taste. The Kelowna Cheese House produces over 2.4 million pounds of cheese a day, ranging from their popular cheese curds to their Kelowna white cheddar. The Cheese House also contributes to the national consumption by selling cheddar cheese to Kraft.
Kraft buys almost all of the cheese that we produce. with the exception of what we produce for our own store.
Today, the average American consumes 23 pounds of cheese a year. This is more than 3 times as much cheese as Americans were consuming in 1970. With cheese in high demand, production here in Iowa will continue to rise. Gina Sparborough, Daily Iowan TV.